Luca watched from the corner, rubbing the bridge of his nose as Lumiere stormed out of the state with a furious stride. But Carla stayed. Of course she did. He should have seen it coming. He is just stressed, Carla muttered. Her eyes still fixed on the stairs Jungkook had disappeared up. She blinked, then smiled, soft and venomous. Carla, I'll just give him a minute. Luca, Miss Carla, I suggest you leave before I escort you out myself. You wouldn't like that matter much. Carla, I said I'll give him a minute. She slipped her dress off her shoulder. Luca's expressions were unreadable, especially when Carla opened her first button. Luca was half annoyed, half bored, and half impressed of the lady who had the courage to go up against his queen there. Luca, all yours. He extended his hand out, offering her the space. Luca wasn't all rainbow and sunshine. He was an evil, and he always up to more of the word suffering. When she walked upstairs, Carla found Jungkook alone. Carla, Jungkook? Her voice was soft, barely above a whisper. He didn't respond, although he was a bit annoyed that she was still within his home. Carla, I came to apologize for your mother's behavior. I mean no harm. Jungkook, are you trying to be my mother now that you failed, passing as my wife? Carla persuaded her lips. Luca tried not to laugh. This was the show he deserved for not getting his bonus. Carla, I only came to offer peace. I have nothing against you, your desires, or the woman you had in your bed. I know how men are. It's okay. I don't mind what kind of woman you have called in your bed until now. I'll forgive it all. Jungkook's eyes shifted to Luca, a kind of glare for having to put up with this nonsense. Carla stepped forward, taking the courage in Jungkook's silence, not knowing how hard he was trying not to burst out. Carla, I'll provide you power, money, comfort, love, and peace you deserve. You know my father since childhood. Nobody can offer you a better deal than this. It's going to change your life. Carla was right. The kind of family she was from and the kind of power she would bring Jungkook by this partnership, it was life changing. But Jungkook might be the most cruel among them. But he wasn't loyal, and they didn't know that yet. Carla's hand extended towards his chest. Jungkook, I'm going to cut your hand if it even touches me. She halted there. Her eyes turned big, innocent, pained, as if she was going to cry. A girl who needed sympathy. Carla, Jungkook, why are you being so cruel to me? She held his hand and pulled it towards her chest in a hugging manner. Jungkook blew up. He pulled his arm back, grabbed her neck, and slammed her against the wall. His grip against her neck tightened every second, stealing the breath out of Carla's lungs. She winced, her face turning red, tears dripping down her cheeks as she tried to set free. Jungkook, you want to marry me? Do you even know how to survive danger? But then Wine walked in, hair still messy. She was holding a toast of bread in her one hand and coffee in other. She took one look at Carla at the verge of death, one glance at Jungkook, then calmly walked past both of them. She set the coffee on the table, took a seat on the couch, crossed her legs. Wine, you're still here. Do you perhaps want my jam toast? Because I most definitely am not giving my man to you. Jungkook let Carla go and stepped away, ignoring her desperate coughs and gasps. Wine, I stitched 32 stab wounds with hands that wouldn't stop shaking while he stared at me like I was the only reason he was still breathing. I learned how to disarm a gun with my teeth because he wouldn't let me pick up a knife. Wine, sir, do you think you can survive him? Carla, that's because you're a doctor. I'm going to offer him a fortune. A mere doctor like you cannot. Wine, you don't want him, sweetheart. You want his throne. Wine, no one survives that seat unless he puts his arm around you and says, stay. Has he said that to you? Carla didn't respond, but she foamed in anger, her polite, innocent mask slipping off. Carla, you know what? Jungkook, you know what? How about your hands and gifts sent to your father wrapped in pink? How would that be a fortune? My wife here makes calculated professional cuts. Carla's expressions turned into horrified ones. Soon enough, she realized it wasn't the only monster breathing under this roof. A roof not built on power and money, but blood. She stumbled back before she ran out of there, and Luca let out a sound. He wasn't entertained enough. That was boring, too boring and short for him. Wine, hey, what was that? Are you after my jam toast too? Luca, in this economy, I'll accept anything. Jungkook raised a brow. He didn't pay his car stat less to hear that even as a joke. Jungkook, what you want? Luca, a bonus would be nice, boss. I have kids to feed. YN, you're not married. You don't even look at a woman. Luca's shoulders fall. Jungkook, get out. Be grateful I'm not cutting off your pay for letting that woman inside. Luca, hey, I need more than that for saving your ass. Fine. What exactly are you expecting? Money? A medal? Luca, I'd like a beach house. And at the very least, a week off and someone who is not trying to kill me. Jungkook finally looked up, deadpan. Jungkook, you work for me, Luca. The only place you'll retire is a coffin. Luca, aw, that's the closest I will ever get to an I love you from him. Wine laughed and Jungkook looked unimpressed. Jungkook, go get your favorite car. That's a one-time offer, non-negotiable. Luca gasped and ran out like a 5-year-old getting his favorite toy. Wine smiled playfully. Wine, then I deserve some bonus too? For saving your ass, you know? Jungkook, yeah? What you want, my love? Name it and this world is yours. He walked up to her as he whispered in her ear before pulled her against his chest. He kissed her neck, adding up more to the marks than those engraved there already. His hand slipped under her shirt. Wine closed her eyes, enjoying the affection. He always touched her like she was some treasure he stole from the heaven. Like she would blink and he would destroy the world, his peace, his salvation, and his entire universe in those two arms.